What's up YouTube? This is Lomax, Master of the Academy, and today I'm going to be teaching you about the most essential piece of survival, and that is going to be eating. This is my little helper right here who's stealing some chocolate chips. Today we're going to be making pancakes. Now, simple, easy, but we're going to make them from scratch because I'm out of Bisquick with the just add water stuff. So today, simple recipe. I've doubled it on my end. I'll give you the measurements for the regular recipe, and my little helper here will eat all my chocolate chips. Step 1. Make a pot of coffee. This will keep you from killing anyone who interferes. Step 2. Set out a few chocolate chips on the edge of the counter, and I'm sure you'll see why in just a moment. So the first thing you're going to need is the base of everything, and that's flour, okay? So the recipe calls for 1 cup of flour. I've got 2 cups here because I'm doubling my recipe. And my secret is that you always want to put your dry ingredients in first. For dry ingredients, you have 2 teaspoons of baking soda. You have a tablespoon of sugar. And half a teaspoon of salt. Now, you can use a mixer like this to mix it up. I have another tool I like to use. Now, this is just a little whisk. You can get it like Walmart or any department store for about $1 or $2. So you just use that and you mix it in there. Get all those dry ingredients to really, work out. And you love on the children. Now that you've got that pretty mixed up, you want to add your wet ingredients. Now for wet ingredients here, I have 3/4 cup of milk, an egg, and shortening, although it says melted shortening. As you can tell, that's not very melted. So what we're going to do, stick it in the microwave for about 60 seconds. Alright, 60 seconds later, and you can see that I have melted shortening. We're going to go ahead and pour that in the bowl. We're going to go ahead and add our 1 cup of milk. Now I'm doing 2 because, like I said, I'm doubling the recipe. And, of course, your egg. These are regular grade A large egg. That's it. Again, doubling the recipe. You'll notice I'm doing this in like a glass measuring bowl. Really any bowl can work. And this time I am going to use the actual mixer. I do have a KitchenAid. And we have a nice rich batter. Alright YouTube, so the next step is very, very important. You have to decide how you want your pancakes. Do you want them plain? Do you want to garnish them? A lot of people will use walnuts or something like that. I'm a chocolate chip guy. I've known people use blueberries, cranberries. It's whatever you decide and however much you decide to do it. I think the recipe calls for about half a cup, so it'd be a full cup for my recipe. But I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to pick up this bag and I'm going to stop when I feel I need to stop. That probably looks about good. Now, the most important thing is you cannot use the mixer for this. You have to do this by hand. Spoon, fork, or this little thing that I have here. Whisk, that's what it's called, this little whisk that I have here. And you just kind of mix it up. Alright. Well, that is how you get the batter. Alright, so the next step is also going to be important. It's how much heat do you use, what kind of pan do you use. Honestly, the pan doesn't matter. You can use a non-stick, Teflon. I'm going to use a stainless steel. And all you got to do is remember to put something in the bottom. It can be some shortening, it can be some butter. But I'm going to go with the ultimate southern thing for this, and that's going to be bacon grease. So we're going to start with our fire here real quick. So that's a high heat. You actually kind of want like a medium, maybe even a medium low, depending on the type of pan that you have. Stick that right there. Let that pan start warming up just a little, but do not let it sit there so long that it starts to burn. I'll have to refilm that. So let your pan warm up a little bit, but do not let it get to a point where it's going to really start to overheat the pan without anything being in it. Make sure you say hi to your son. Hello, son. He's loving on his big brother right now. So, little bit of baking grease, and that's it. You can see it's already started to melt.
Come on, Jackson.
Already melting, and that's it. Just a thin layer. You're not going to drown the pancakes. At least you shouldn't drown the pancakes. You want to go ahead and get yourself a spatula big enough to flip a pancake if you don't know how to do an aerial flip. I might do both depending on how this sticks out. And that's it. So, let this heat up a little bit because a cold pan takes a long time to cook a first pancake.
Thank you.
Alright, now that our pan is nice and warm, we're going to go ahead. Now I say use a measuring cup, use like a 1/4 cup, and put these up like that. I just kind of go, ooh, that looks like enough. Still dripping. Now the thing you don't want to really do is mess with this too much. Here in a minute, you're going to start seeing some air bubbles form on the top here. When you start seeing a good amount of those air bubbles, that's when you want to flip the pancake. It'll look awesome. What?
I want to be in the video.
You can be in the next video.
Thank you.
Next video we're making laundry detergent.
Thank you.
And of course the first pancake usually will take a little bit longer to go ahead and get that bubbly sensation and brown up. You may have to flip it a couple times to get the color that you want.
Come on, stop it, stop it.
Lucas, Benjamin? Don't do that with my controller. Or my couch. Kind of hit that hard, dude. It's just, stop. It's just a game, Luke. Oh, the batteries are dead. Here. Will you stop being a drama queen? It's just dead batteries.
No, they're not. I just put them in.
Oh. My controller's not turning back on. Oh, that's because I put it in my mouth. There you go, Luke. You got 15 more minutes. That can't be, because you didn't come into my room till 8:30. And he wasn't up then.
He's 8:40 something. 8:42.
He's... Let me be the dad. And pick up Hope's drink. Please and thank you. Dada. Dada. Alright, you can start to see now, let me zoom in here for you, that it's got a few of these little air bubbles going on here. Not a lot, but it's enough for me to want to go ahead and show you the flip on this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around to where I can easily handle it. We're going to scoop up underneath that bacon grease. Go ahead and coat the pan again a little bit. Flip. Look at that. You started getting this, because I did flip it too soon to the outer edges. I'll just flip it back over here in a minute and get that cooked up. But that is still a beautiful looking pancake. Hi! Sit down, sweetheart. You hungry? No, I'm just saying for when I start again. I went ahead and I flipped that back over. Yeah, I'm already getting some of the browning right here. This side isn't really done yet either. This always happens on the first pancake. It really does. But I have a very demanding audience here. Let me introduce you to the demanding audience. This is Hope, and she's just out of bed, as you can tell by her hair. And, aw, she's very hungry. Are you hungry, baby? You wanted some pancakes? Yeah? Okay, we'll get some pancakes. I gotta finish cooking it, okay? Yeah? Sit down. Sit all the way down. So, here we go. We have our pancake. It's looking pretty. I'll flip the other side of it. That's good enough. Press it down. I don't feel any spring. We're going to put that on the plate. We're going to start our next pancake real quick. And actually, I should have put that over more towards the edge so I can get 2 pancakes in here. I can't do it now. Let me go serve this. Ooh, that's hot. It's hot, baby. Hi, baby. Yeah, you can't eat that right now. Still steaming in the middle a little bit. We'll see how she does. Here you go, Hope. You hungry? Now, I didn't put syrup on hers because she likes to feed herself, and that just gets too messy. Yes. You hungry? Let's go get yours off the grill. All right. As you can tell, I flipped this while I was feeding Hope. And put on a little bit of a smaller one. There we go. These are the actual size that they say that you should serve pancakes. As you can tell, I'm not an actual size kind of guy. I like things bigger, except for Texas, but, you know, we all have our hang-ups. Looking pretty. That needs a little longer.
Why is this so cringy?
Hmm?
I said, why is this so cringy?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, there you have it, YouTube. Homemade pancakes, look good, Dad tested, kid approved. I think we're doing all right. So, you guys have a nice day. I'm going to finish cooking these up, feeding the family, and then we're going to go outside and play. Remember, don't panic and Han shot first.